And the Illini and the Buckeyes for the 195th time. Illini have won the last 3. And in the blue, Illinois wins the tip.
And right away, I want to see with this, right away you see Ohio State challenging right from the jump.
Illinois coming off a 75-62 win over Tennessee. They trailed by 2 at the half, but Kylan Boswell and company got cooking in the second for a big win. Second quad 1 win for the Illini, the other over Texas Tech. Junie Mobley. Offensive board, and we know the glass will be important. It's Tilly.
Yeah, that's just doing good work inside. Big fella carving out that space. Johnny on the spot and was able to finish.
Jake Diebler told us we had to get more physical, and that's why they brought in Tilly in the transfer portal as Ivisic is off on his first attempt. That's Tomislav. Back into Ivisic. He was doubled, and they read that perfectly. Brendan Mirkovic.
I couldn't really see who was late right there. On that double, whoever the weak side man is has to cross the midline of the lane and force that to be a skip pass. Excellent vision by the big fellow, though.
David Mirkovic. The Illini with 5 different countries represented on this roster as Mobley is off on his second attempt. Wagler, such a talented freshman, short.
Super talented freshman. So this young man only had 2 big-time offers?
Unbelievable. Just Minnesota and Illinois.
How is that even possible for somebody with his size, ability, 6'6", 180, able to play the point and the 2?
Here's Andrei Stojakovic. Another stop for the Buckeyes, but that's why Illinois is one of the nation's best, a +10 rebounding margin.
Well, when you're a +10 rebound margin team, that says that you're aggressive. Those rebounds aren't coming to you. You're forcing those shots. You saw right there, Wagler just wanted that ball more than everybody else.
Boswell back down, shot clock at 5. Ivisic is short. And how about that from the Buckeyes defensively?
Now that's how you box out right there. They close the glass off, shut it down, and Thornton responds with the big triple the other way.
Good evening, Bruce Thornton. Jake Diebler calls everything that happens in this program the Thornton standard.
Listen, he is the guy that stirs the drink for this team. He says, man, you have some guys, he calls them everyday guys, where they show up every day. They call him an every play guy because every play he is challenging, he's doing his best, and he's bringing the best out of his teammates when we talk about Thornton.
Stojakovic fouled. What was it like being a teammate of
97 of 100 3-pointers.
Wow.
Spot up threes in practice, 97 out of 100.
What was your shooting percentage?
From 3 or the free throw line? Both of them won't be pretty.
That's why you're my kind of guy. Meat and potatoes.
Yes, indeed.
Feed the interior tonight, partner.
I got it done in the paint.
That's what I'm talking about. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Thornton. Oh, he got a lot of contact there. They kick. Royal. Battle for the rebound. We'll see that all night. Mirkovic came down with it. This Illinois team, 81 Big Ten wins over the last 6 years. That's the most in the conference.
And this Illinois team can score the basketball. We see Stojakovic with a nice drive, and don't get it twisted. You see the name on the back of the jersey, and you think he's just going to be a shooter, but he's really thrives at getting downhill and getting in the paint.
Well, he's got 4 quick ones. Just 5 points against Tennessee, just 3 in the loss to UConn. Illinois had over a week to prepare for the Vols.
Reject the ball screens. You want to force that guy into the screen and make him go above it.
Here is Stojakovic. He's been running the show early. Illinois felt like that loss to UConn was a way for them to learn about their flaws and correct them.
It definitely is. When you play against really good ball clubs, you learn a lot about yourself in wins and in losses.
Shot clock was down to 3. How about the hook shot? So pretty from Tommy Ivisic.
But what about the pass by the freshman? Coach Underwood talked about his passing abilities. We see an offensive foul right there. Huge when it comes down to the committee looking at who you've played, but they're also big time for your psyche. When you play against those really good teams and you get tested, it gives you a different level of confidence.
Sharp start for Illinois. Humrickhouse was off on his first attempt.
And you see Ohio State isn't playing any games with the post. They are doubling right away, and they're getting it out of the big fella's hands.
Mobley battling for the rebound until he couldn't get to it. 45 first-half points per game.
Well, they have a lot of talented offensive players. They're unselfish. They move the ball. Speaking of talented, unselfish players, we have another one right there in Wagler, and that was a nice drive. But they just do a good job of moving the ball from side to side. They have multiple ball handlers, and then they have guys that can knock down shots. This is a well-coached ball club and an absolute offensive juggernaut.
8-0 run by the Illini, broken up by Thornton.
And I tell you what, I like Thornton's game, man. He's one of those guys that not the fastest, not the quickest, but next thing you know, you look at the stat sheet and he's got 20 points because he does everything well and he plays with such a high motor.
Mirkovic catch and shoot. He comes right back.
Mirkovic knocking down the three. We talked about the offense. They have guys that can drive, but when you have guys that can drive, you have to have guys like Mirkovic that can knock down shots on the perimeter.
Well, Jake Diebler told us when Illinois' big men hit their perimeter shots, they just become a different monster. Mirkovic was only 29% from three. When he was 6 years old, discovered hoops.
Moves well, active body, so he's definitely the type of big that you're looking for.
Ohio State at 7-1 on the year. Win at Northwestern, a 1-point loss in heartbreaking fashion at Pitt, their only blemish. Luckily, the Big Ten has more than enough.
That is excellent defense right there. Stojakovic thought he had a mismatch. Big fella moved his feet. Then he got some help plugging the gap from Noel also.
Shot clock at 4. Zvonimir Ivicic turns and hits.
That's nice. I love big fellas that play big. A lot of times you see big men in this day and age shooting the fadeaways, and there's a time and place for that. But when you got a size advantage, you got to go ahead and take advantage of that. Nice drop step on the baseline.
Illinois has shot 50% out of the gates. Tilly with a spin cycle.
Yes. That was absolutely phenomenal. Tilly didn't waste any time. Put it in the left, spun back to the right, and showed excellent touch.
This is your kind of game with the bigs.
Yes, the bigs letting it fly.
Woohoo! Mirkovic. He's already got 2.
You sure he only shoots 29% from 3?
That's what the numbers say. Throw him out tonight.
Well, a lot of times when you hit that first one, you get a little bit more confidence to take the second one.
100% in Big Ten play, and that's a turnover thrown right to Brad Underwood. On an island. They'll have him pass out of here, too. The double came late, but it was in enough time.
And that was a little bit of a different look. Normally, they've been doubling early. That possession, Ohio State doubled late.
Wow.
That guy's never late. Thornton popping it from 3.
He's 3 for 3 from downtown. Can you tell it's conference play?
Yes, indeed. Listen, you see that, you can feel the energy in the building. You can see the intensity in these guys' eyes. Every shot's being challenged.
Mirkovic is on fire in Columbus.
Mirkovic, have yourself a ball game. Already 3 threes in the first half.
A miss. David Mirkovic from Montenegro has some pro experience coming from the Club SC Derby in the ABA. He's got the basketball again.
Great
now
pass.
Look at the passing ability. To the corner. It's all Illini right now.
The offensive execution. The back door was there, but they passed up a good shot to get a great shot, and the big man was open for the 3-ball corner pocket. You gotta love the execution by the Illini.
4 of 7 from downtown. And that was Big Z from 3. Royal Hoyts. He's long. It will stay with Ohio State.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Back and forth.
That was an emphasis in practice. The coaching staff wanted guys to be in those gaps. Thornton was in that gap, led to the steal, and then he was off to the races for the transition layup.
Petrovic is checked in for the Illini. That's an air ball. Saved, but into the hands of Thornton.
Ohio State got numbers. They can push it.
Uh-oh, they turned it over. Davis comes up with it. Hummerkaus. Davis a 2-on-1, perfectly executed.
I love that right there. Back and forth, ball never touched the ground. That is how you draw up the fast break.
Brad Underwood told us, look, his doses of game time sometimes come limited, but when Jake Davis is on the floor, good things happen. Royal can't find it. for the Buckeyes. As Jake Diebler said, I learned something about my team, that we could be resilient on the road. Got a group that's coming together well. As Royal is fouled.
Is get that ball to the baseline corner.
Tilly weaving his way, but Mirkovic gets the stop.
Good defense by Mirkovic right there to body Tilly up, keep his hands straight up and not foul.
Wagler, just a freshman, has started each of the first 9 games for the Illini.
He likes this matchup. He
Oh,
likes
beautiful move.
He likes the
Wow.
match. You could tell right from the jump how he was bouncing. John, did you see how he was bouncing? As soon as he got the switch, he knew he liked that matchup, and he attacked it immediately.
16, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, not a single turnover against a Rick Barnes defense Saturday night.
I'll tell you what, the stat that jumps out is no turnovers. Rick Barnes' defenses are fierce, and a freshman not turning it over stands out to me. He is tiny.
Now he's at 190. Came on in the Buckeyes road win at Northwestern. Different look here.
Yeah, coming with a little bit of a, looks like maybe a 1-3-1, a little bit of a press action. Not trying to turn them over at all. Basically, they just want to slow the Illini down, take a little bit of time off the clock, and give them a different look.
Not much has slowed them down. They're shooting 58%. 10 on the shot clock. Wagler got a step, and he threw it away.
I think we jinxed him.
Back-to-back state champion in high school in Kansas. He's not starting each game without that confidence. Mobley has not been able to get into a rhythm.
You know eventually they will fall.
Mirkovic, here comes the double, Brendan, and there's the foul. So Amari Bynum, the freshman, is just checked in for the Buckeyes. And
sometimes they'll run through the post. They're running a lot of pick and rolls. Their guards are really good at rejecting the screens.
On the shot clock, it's Wagler and Mirkovic playing a 2-man game. There's that ball screen. Mirkovic falls to the deck. Battle for it. Shot clock was at 3. Buckeyes come up with it.
Excellent defense by Thornton. Hold on, big fella.
Bynum rejected by Humrickhouse.
But then look at this block right here. That's how you shut the paint down.
Thornton baseline.
Wow.
Bruce Thornton has been a machine. He's got 16 of 24.
And it's just, his game is just so efficient. There's nothing that he can't do. He understands his spots, can knock down the triple, can shoot in the mid-range. Just a totally complete basketball player.
He's got 16 on 6 of 6. Wagler, count it.
And I love this message, keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting. They're talking about the double teams. And sometimes when Ohio State's doubling, the Illini are standing. And what they want to do is, listen, when we play through the post or there's a guy on the baseline, you always have to be active. When that double occurs, we need you cutting and active because you want to create confusion on the weak side.
Here's Tilly on an island. Christoph Tilly backing his way in. He took contact and won. Had 18 in the 1-point win over Notre Dame. Can't convert the free throw, but they think that he is a guy that just changes their ceiling.
Well, he is, just because you see how confident he is with the ball, getting it on his own. He's in the post. He has good touch, great moves, footwork.
Wagler with cups on him. Shot clock at 8. Boswell, it's down to 5. It's at 3.
I'm not sure if they see it.
Tommy Ivisic to Humrickhouse. Spins off. Deflected back to the Buckeyes.
That's just all you can ask for a coach, because that allows Coach Underwood to be so versatile. He can play through his guys at the top of the key, pick and roll action, and the low block, which means he can just basically take advantage of mismatches or how the game flow is at any time. A lot of coaches don't have that luxury. They only have 1 or 2 guys that can get it done. And speaking of guys that can get it done, Bruce Thornton continues to get it done.
Bruce Thornton has taken out the spatula, and he is sizzling in Columbus tonight. 7 for 7.
Ooh, he's hotter than Grandma's grits.
Ooh. 19 points for number 2, the captain. Mirkovic. He was fouled.
Listen, if he keeps playing like this, they'll definitely be dancing.
We got another foul
the more you're impressed. He just always seems to make the right play.
One and one.
And then what makes him even more impressive is he's a leader on and off the court. He takes guys under his wing. I mean, when your best player is your best leader, it makes it real easy to coach.
Jay Diebler said he's smiling more. He knows this group front and back and loved the talent that came in over the summer. He's really meshed well with them. He's got the basketball now. Thornton, wow, 21 points on 8 of 8.
And once again, he just read the pick and roll right there.
That's a deflection. Royal, he thought that went off Boswell.
I understand what the defensive coverage is, but I have to protect the basket. I have to shut off the paint.
Tommy Ivisic.
Yeah, Ivisic, he has to slide over. You have to understand, okay, I have to take a stand and shut this paint down.
The Ivisic brothers are on the floor together. Tommy and Big Z, 7 on the shot clock. Wagler, long, battle for it, deflected. Back to Ohio State.
How big is this Illinois front line? 7-1 and 7-2 brothers. Columbus, man. It gets cold in North Carolina where I'm from, but it's not this type of cold.
Thornton. My goodness, folks.
I'll tell you who's not cold. That kid. Call the law. Wow.
Call your family. Call your friends.
He's too hot.
They're on their feet.
Absolutely on fire. Bruce Thornton.
That's short. He's got 24 on 9 of 9.
I got to find him again. No, he's got to find the hot man right here. Get the ball back to Thornton.
Mobley. Short.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Listen, when you got a guy, that's awareness. You got a guy that hot, the building standing up. You at least got to put the ball in his hands and see if the defense will overreact.
Ivisic in and out. Thornton with the rebound, and now get ready. This building knows.
If I'm Ohio State, I'm calling for a pick and roll. I'm putting one of the Ivisic brothers in it, and I'm going to let Bruce Thornton make him dance.
A career half, 9 of 9. Thought about it, got it back.
Why not?
He had to, though, right?
Got to shoot that one. Got to shoot. Rushed it a little bit, but you got to shoot it.
Can't wait to hear Evan Turner at the half breakdown this half.
Yes, indeed. He's gonna love the offense in this game. I tell you what, Evan Turner was cold in his day, especially at Ohio State. Underrated NBA career as well.
Jordan Cornette as well as Jack Collinsworth. There's a big 3 for Big Z. He's got 10. How about this half of basketball, partner?
Listen, this has been offensively pleasing to the eyes. I'm seeing everything I want to see. I'm getting three-point shots, post play, strong drives to the basket.
Royal off one dribble, a stop for the Illini.
Got to switch. Thornton's guarding somebody 7-2 right now.
Mismatch. Boswell instead takes it, and Kylan Boswell, his first points of the evening.
And that was a smart decision as well. Once they saw that Tilly switched on Boswell cleared it out, sidestep jumper. He knew the big fella couldn't keep up with it.
And yes, those are the Illini donors dressed up like Brad Underwood. He was in his European orange jumpsuit on the trip to New York, and now it's become a thing.
I didn't see that. Coach Underwood was in an orange jumpsuit?
He was.
Full orange?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Do we have the footage?
Shot 14 of 17.
Wow.
Like, he doesn't just score in bunches, as that first free throw, the 1-on-1 goes for Tommy Ivisic.
That's efficiency. But when you look at Bruce Thornton, for a guy that's averaging 20, he's shooting 59% from the field. That is, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand that is unheard of for a small guard. Like, there's a lot of big men, actually most big men won't shoot 59% from the field unless they're just dunking everything. And to go along with that, as we see a miss inside, Thornton shoots 52% from the three-point line.
That's all American material.
Yes.
Those types of numbers.
It doesn't get more efficient than that.
No. Kylan Boswell, the engineer for Illinois. 10 on the shot clock. Tomislav Ivicic with 5. Wagler. Oh, my.
And I thought he got hit, too, on that one.
He's got 10 and 4 assists.
Listen, he came off that screen and he let it fly, but I thought Mobley might have ran into him a little bit. Maybe I have to take another look at it. I'm getting older. My eyes are sometimes deceiving me.
Royal had to have that. It breaks up the Illini 11-0 run.
Wagler's got that mismatch he likes. They're switching everything.
Ivicic guarded by Njegovan. He's off. Royal with the board. Just about a minute left in a back and forth first half. Illinois right at their first half scoring average. Mobley. Now he starts cooking.
And he knocks it down. I'll tell you what, if I'm Illinois, I'm gonna run that play again, and I'm gonna get the switch. And this time, instead of having Wagler throw it inside, I'm gonna tell him take the big man off the dribble. If they're gonna switch everything, you gotta make him pay.
Wagler. Teardrop. He got fouled.
37%, and he knocked it down.
As Wagler hits the first. Brendan, 38.6 here in the first half. If you were each coach, what would you tell your team at the break?
Well, if I was Ohio State, I'd be like, guys, we have to continue to get the ball to Bruce Thornton and take advantage of that because he is absolutely on fire. On the flip side, for the Illini, they're doing everything well. I mean, from an offensive standpoint, for them, I would be like, hey, we might have to show Thornton a little bit more attention.
6 on the shot clock. Mobley has struggled. That's an illegal screen.
Yeah.
Wagler with 12 in this first half, and now Royal is called.
Deceived the official into making a call. That's where his spots are.
Michigan State in action also next week, welcoming Toledo. 2 seconds here. Thornton up to Royal with 1. Royal beats the horn. They'll count it.
Mirkovic started out very, very hot with 3 threes. So this team right now offensively, they really have it going. We're going to see who can come out there and establish their defensive identity. That'll probably be the team that wins this ball game.
Royal was just 2 of 7 in the first half. Now 2 of 8. That's the thing, Brendan. Illinois stopped Mobley and Royal in the opening 20, and Stojakovic, he's up to half a dozen.
That's what Stojakovic does well. Gets downhill, really an aggressive driver.
Thornton slashing, taking some contact, kicking for 3. It's Noel. His first bucket after having 29 on Saturday.
And boy, did Noel need to see that one go in. We talked about the big game that he had at Northwestern, and then 0 points in the first half and some foul trouble really slowed him down.
Mirkovic with a big first half. They brought that double that we've been talking about. Shot clock at 10. Andrei Stojakovic.
This is excellent defense.
Wagler. Short, and the Buckeyes clear.
Everybody for Ohio State on the string right there. The double teams were aggressive. The movement out of the double teams was great as well. And then we see Mobley on the other end getting it done with the floater.
Brendan, one thing Jake Diebler said is when Mobley would struggle early in a game last year, sometimes he would wilt. He has not done that tonight.
Well, listen, that's the growth from year to year. You figure out, hey, just because shots aren't falling early, that doesn't mean that that's going to have to determine what type of ball game it's going to be for me. You stick with it, you get a little bit mentally tougher, and you start hitting shots in the second half.
Tilly was just off. Look at Stojakovic get downhill. Long offensive rebound. Illinois, one of the better teams in the country on the offensive glass. Stojakovic can't hit, make it a third opportunity.
Stojakovic only shooting 27%.
The Illini started so hot from 3. 4 of their first 7. Since 3 of 10. 10 on the shot clock.
So this is where you got to cut.
Ivicic looking for the corner, and Royal was there. 6 on the shot clock here for the Illini.
Boswell's got to go.
Well, it's with 4 now. He realizes it. Ivisic from deep was short.
Listen, I'll tell you what, and you get a shot clock violation. He said, do not throw me that hot potato. Don't do that. Don't throw it to me with under 2 seconds on the shot clock.
On that love for the game in the contract.
Hey, man. MJ definitely loved the game, I'll tell you that. Different level.
Mobley heating up.
Yes, indeed. Excellent cut. Came right into the lane. Nobody for Illinois there when he cut, though. Uncontested floater.
Mirkovic with a hand in his face.
Wow.
He's got 14 4-made triples.
Are we positive the three-point shooting percentage said 29% to start this game?
That's what it said.
Guys that normally shoot 29%.
4 on the season from downtown. On this night, 4 of 5, and we've got just less than 17 minutes to go. Bynum is checked in. That's muscle tough.
That's bully ball at its finest. Wasn't really sure where Bynum was going with it, but he knew.
Meeting number 195 between these two conference foes. Illinois leads the series 112-82. Both coaches said it's always a battle when we meet as we get a foul on Amari Bynum. That's his 3rd. Boswell, head of steam, little bit off.
Boswell's down. Ohio State got numbers. They got to push it. Got to take advantage.
Buckeyes last slide at 34-33. They've tied it. It's Thornton, 26.
Thornton knew right away. As soon as Boswell went down, he knew to push the tempo, push the action.
Listen to Columbus. Ivisic. Number 13 in blue got it back. Mirkovic, backdoor left open. Stojakovic found lunch.
You play with Kendall Gill?
Yeah, well, we were all thinking it.
I'm like, come on, bro. I know I'm getting older, but I didn't play with Kendall Gill. He's going to ask me, did I play against Phi Slamma Jamma next?
Yeah,
like, I'm like, come on, man.
You can still hoop, right?
No, I cannot hoop. My left knee is gone. I left it all on the court.
One-on-one post game, you in?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. I want no parts. Stylistically, because it's offensively pleasing and getting up and down, it favors Illinois. But with a guy as hot as Bruce Thornton, he can be the great equalizer. So we'll see how it all plays out. I think.
Entry to Knoll. He was quiet in the first half. Second effort, goaltend. It'll count. DJ Carstensen, Jeffrey Anderson, great crew in Columbus. A 1-point game. Tomislav Ivisic looking for Stojakovic, and that's a...
Devin Royal averaging 13 points per game on the season. Gonna have to go sit down for a little bit as he deals with foul trouble.
Cups the transfer from Indiana. Shot clock at 12. Mirkovic with the left hand out of control.
I'm about to say, if he hit that one.
You watch Ohio State shoot around in practice. Gabe Cupps is such an energy guy.
Yes, he is. But everything Ohio State does is about energy, speed, toughness. No wasted motion. Everybody going through everything hard, doing things the right way. You can definitely tell a good culture is being set here.
Well, that's the son of a longtime high school legend. My path changes to Valpo. I don't fall in love with coaching without that pivot and playing for Coach Drew.
Well, listen, man, sometimes you have a plan, and then sometimes life hands you a plan. And that last foul, though, was on Keelan Boswell, and that's his 3rd, so that's huge. Let's see how that impacts the Illini. And how are they able to make up for him not being on the court?
Because Boswell is sitting down. Just mentioned Wagler. Davis checks in. Mirkovic, Big Z.
I like it.
Savannamir Ivisic finishes.
Ivisic understood he had a serious height advantage. What's that, 7'2" against 6'2"? and 6'2", I'm being generous. And he went right to his hook shot even though the double was there.
In and out for Thornton. Ivisic with his 5th rebound. Wagler, mature beyond his years, says his coach. Ivisic. Oh, man, we got a collision. Sophomore, Ohio kid. Big Ten opener for Illinois. Game 2 in the Big Ten.
You got to understand the foul situation. Don't settle. Everything right now, we're going to be in the bonus, and eventually we'll be in the double bonus. As we see a little bit of an offensive foul right there.
Tilly thought about it. Thornton. Shot clock at 8. Cups. Back to Tilly. Where are they going to go?
He checked the shot clock, so I knows he knows it. Tilly checked the shot clock at the other end, so he understood the shot clock was running down.
Stojakovic can get downhill in a hurry, Brendan.
Yes, he does. Attacking downhill, curls, drives, everything. That is his calling card. You see the last name, you know his father, Peter Stojakovic. You think he's going to be a spot-up shooter, but that's not his game. His game is actually the opposite.
And he was out 7 weeks with a knee injury.
Yes, he was.
What resilience by him. Cups was way short. Look what he found. A miss by Tilly, and now a foul on Tilly.
Confident offensive player. They're going to miss him. They can't bring him back at least for the next 5 to 7 minutes.
Well, that means Ivan Njegovan averages just 11 minutes per game, checks in. Savonimir Ujicic. That's the first Illinois missed free throw. They were 13 for 13 until that shot. If you're just joining us, Bruce Thornton has 26, had 24 in the first half. Into Royal on a post-up. That was something Illinois stressed at shoot-around.
The fact that Ohio State and Royal, they're still leaning into that. That's something he does very well, and an easy way to steal buckets.
Now Royal is fouled by Davis, and that's the last Illinois foul to give. And now Illinois is at the limit. Humrick House. You and I were talking at the half.
And then we're seeing an influx of overseas talent come in. And then also the last part is it might have been second round picks or not even got drafted that would leave school early. Now because they can get a couple $1 million, they're staying, they're playing at a high level, and the game is flourishing because of it.
Stojakovic can't ring the bell. Who would you have signed with when you were playing, NIL-wise?
NIL-wise, whoever was paying. I'll tell you what, playing at Carolina, dunking everything back when I had 2 good knees, yeah, I'd have probably made about $3 million a year, easy.
John Mobley was an offensive display as Mobley goes 1 for 2. We've got a 3-point game with 11 minutes to go. What do you think it'll ultimately come down to?
I think it's going to come down to offensive execution and also who can play without fouling. We talked about both these teams already being in the bonus, so whatever team can play excellent defense without putting that team on the free throw line, they're going to have a good chance to pull it out.
8 on the shot clock. Wagler hoists and connects. He is only a freshman.
And once again, this is the second time he's got that matchup where Noel's been on him. And every single time he's attacked it and good things have happened. In the first half, it was a layup. This time, it was a step back 3.
Royal off. Over the back. Free throws. Bynum just committed his 4th. It's competitive nature. And they said, you know what? We'll
turn the ball over, high basketball IQ. Those are winning intangibles.
Every time the Buckeyes start to close in, Illinois gets a little bit of cushion like they have now at 8.
Yeah, this might, with 10 minutes left, this might be time for Thornton to really start turning up again. He was the main reason they were in the ball game in the first half. Hasn't done much in the second. He might have to get to it.
Royal stuck, tough shot, and he hit it. Devin Royal with 11.
But he has that type of game. It's kind of a throwback, that combo 3-4. He can play on the perimeter, but he can post you up inside also.
Stojakovic on an island.
That's offensive.
And it's going the other way.
Is not giving up the space. I will keep repeating it. That was an emphasis. They were heavy on pick and roll coverage and staying in gaps and forcing those guys to play in traffic.
Thornton, he could do that in his sleep. 28 points for Bruce Thornton.
I said it was Bruce Thornton time. He must have heard me. He's got to keep it going.
Coach Haywood.
That's got a nice ring to it.
Wagler weaving. Look at this battle. Wagler and Thornton. Thornton wins the battle. Buckeyes clear. And this building's starting to sense maybe another surge. Mobley. That's a foul on Wagler. It'll be a 1-and-1. To our leader, number 4. It's time.
Well, right now they don't feel like they definitely need to get Boswell in right now. And then the 2 free throws, that'll definitely help the cause.
That's an 85% free throw shooter going 0 for 2. And by the way, that last foul made Illinois, put them at the 10 foul mark in this half. So it's double bonus. And now we get a ticky-tack. He hits the first 5 on Peacock. 6-point game, 8 and change to go. Illinois is 17 for 18 at the free throw line.
Oh, nice
Thornton.
split by Thornton. Wow.
He'll go in the line for a pair.
And the second thing, when you're out of position, he can help you out. Like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. Like, you have to tilt, you have to cut, you have to understand where to be. And he's that type of leader. He's a voice on this team.
Give him 30. His career high is 38.
Well, listen, we got 8 minutes to play. I think there's a strong chance he gets that.
Stojakovic took the contact. He'll go back to the line.
I think Thornton would have been better off staying in the gap.
Vladivicic and others. And then this mix of the transfers that they brought in, a guy like Keaton Wagler. Brett Underwood really epitomizes the way the roster in today's day and age is built.
Yeah, this team is really coming together. And if you're a coach, you have to be versatile. You got to be able to go into the transfer portal. You got to be able to recruit high school guys, overseas guys. You got to be able to get guys from everywhere.
He can do it and has done it. And it's why the Illini made the Elite 8 a couple years back.
It looked like he has a strong chance to make the Elite 8 again.
Oh, bingo. That time Thornton came ready.
That's what I was talking about. Last time he kind of got in that gap and jumped out. This time he understood the assignment, ends up with a strip.
Royal just playing bully ball. No. Boswell clears.
And Boswell has been surprisingly quiet tonight. Only 3 points. Averaging 17 on the season. Has been able to get it going tonight.
And now another foul. It's going to take us to a timeout.
But not a Serbian night, though.
We'll line up a summer trip.
I don't think my wife would approve.
Neither would mine. 71-64, Illinois on top. All right, so if you're Ohio State, how do you find a way over the hill? Because every time they've gotten close, Illinois has had the advantage.
Well, if you're Ohio State, for me, it comes down to Devin Royal and obviously Bruce Thornton. I want Bruce Thornton making decisions at the top of the key and pick and roll action, or maybe I'm posting up Royal in the mid to low block. But those are the guys that I want to have the ball.
Thornton has 30, his 5th 30-point game. Mobley, another foul.
Normally money.
It's on Zvonimir Ivicic. What's amazing is no member of the Illini has 4 fouls. You've got some with 3. Bynum and Tilley have 4 apiece, and both are in the game for the Buckeyes right now. So that's something to watch. Number 1 for Ohio State, number 13, each with 4.
And Ohio State going into a little bit of that trap again, but now they're dropping, before they dropped into a man-to-man coverage, this time they're going into a 1-3-1. And I like the 1-3-1s or the 3-2 defenses even a little bit better than 2-3s, because normally they don't give up the gaps in the middle, but somebody fell asleep. But
look at Mirkovic fighting.
Mirkovic missed the layup, though. He was right in the right spot, right in the middle. All he had to do was take his time and finish.
Thornton. Bruce Thornton with 30 points. Royal to Tilley, got a couple men in the air. That was smart basketball. He's an 83% free throw shooter.
Great defense without fouling.
1 of 2 for Tilley. Ohio State is 11 for 17 at the line. Illinois is 20 of 22.
And that's the ball game in a nutshell right there.
Back in this zone.
One team is taking advantage of their opportunities at the stripe. The other's leaving a little bit of money on the ground.
12 on the shot clock. Here's the key pass to Tomislav Ivicic. Down to 5. Stojakovic with 4. Stojakovic with a spin. Difficult shot,
That's
Andre.
tough. That is tough. Looked like Stojakovic had nowhere to go. He's been getting downhill. That time Ohio State did a good job of cutting him off, and Stojakovic went to the spin cycle.
17. Ohio State comes right back. It's Tilly who's into double figures.
And Ohio State's going to stay with this zone. And even though Stojakovic was able to score that last bucket, it was a tough, tough play.
Welcome to the Big Ten. 5 minutes to go in a 5-point game. This conference is as strong as any.
And I like this chess move by the Ohio State coaching staff, going to this zone late in the ball game.
Stojakovic in and out. Thornton tried to get the board. Now the timer went off there. A little confusion, shouldn't have, and that's a shoving foul. It's on Mobley.
Games are won and lost on possessions like that.
4. Has represented on the Montenegro senior national team at FIBA Eurobasket, so he brings tremendous experience already. He's got 18 and 7 tonight, and the Illini up by 7 with less than 5 to go. Looking for a third quad 1 win already. Thornton's way off.
Great defense by Stojakovic. Ohio State must like what they see. They're sticking with the zone.
It's definitely forced Illinois into action later, because now you're at 11 on the shot clock, and Brendan, you've
3-2, and those are a little bit hard to play against.
Boswell on a fresh 20 there off kickball, down to 10.
I will say this, Illinois needs to start screening this zone.
Wagler with 4. Wagler 2, Boswell with 3. Kylan Boswell, Euro.
Yeah, that's a travel right there.
Yes, it is. Too many steps, and Brad Underwood has scampered to half court. NBCSN, 3:51 to go. Brendan, what do the Buckeyes have to do?
Buckeyes right now got to score. And when you talk about scoring, that starts with Bruce Thornton. He doesn't have to score the basketball, but he needs to be the initiator. Either he's finishing the play with a bucket or getting an assist.
He's got 5 of those helpers tonight. He's got 30, 8 off his career high, 8 on the shot clock here, down to 7. Mobley, little fake, got 2 men in the air. That was beautiful.
Exquisite footwork by Mobley. Little Hezo show and go on the baseline. Then a Euro step and the pump fake to get to the other side. And boy, did Ohio State need that one right there.
First road game for the Illini, and they deal with this atmosphere.
Illinois needs to screen the zone. Right now, they're moving the ball from side to side. You need to screen the zone, whether that's on the top or even on the backside. You want to make guys in the zone a little bit late on their zone slides.
Wagler is ridiculous.
That is how you answer a big-time bucket. You want to win games on the road, you got to hit shots like that. Close them out.
Mobley, way off, into the hands of Thornton. 2:40 to go. Keaton Wagler with 21 in his Big Ten opener. Royal is fouled.
But more importantly,
double bonus.
You want to save them, because coming down the stretch of a ball game like this, that can be the difference between winning and losing.
Because on an out-of-bounds call, the officials can no longer just go themselves. You need that challenge. It's so critical late in these games.
And like I said, I like this press back into the zone. No, this time they're going pressing the man, so they're trying to confuse Illinois. Wagler has a matchup he can take. He's calling for the clear out.
Keaton Wagler with 21 points. You talk about this freshman class, this man is telling you he needs to be in the headlines. Tilly.
Big men get in that situation, they bring the hands down, ends up with a silly foul.
Mirkovic, short, Boswell with a huge offensive rebound, and then he's fouled. 81% free throw shooter.
But just having the smarts to understand where to be on an offensive rebound, get said rebound, get fouled on the play.
We've got a foul to the line.
But give someone like Tilly a chance to hit 2 free throws.
83% free throw shooter, makes them both. Jake Diebler calls time. He has 2 left. Less than 2 to go. Stojakovic got to the lane. Boswell with 12. It's in the closer's hands.
He wants that pick and roll at the top of the key.
He got the screen. Kylan Boswell
He got the matchup he wants.
was short. Buckeyes got the stop they needed. 90 ticks to go in Columbus.
Thornton's got to be aggressive. It's his time. He's got to go.
He has 30. To Royal. Royal got in the lane and hit. 3-point game.
And Ohio State's going to pick up. They want to pressure the ball. See how Illinois is going to respond.
We have a timeout called by Brad Underwood.
You're probably going to want to put the ball in Boswell's hands and see what you can get.
It's a football-like formation to get it to Boswell.
I like that. It's hard to trap out of that formation. You spread them out.
1 minute to go at Value City.
If they switch this, the freshman got to take that matchup and attack it.
They did.
This is the matchup he's wanted all game long. Every time he's attacked it, something good has happened.
Keaton Wagler to Ivisic. Got the friendly bounce.
Wow.
Tommy's time.
They call that the shooter's bounce. Like I said, that's my message. We're looking for 3, but we will take a 2.
It's Mobley. Time is of the essence.
He's wide open. The corner 3. Oh, wow.
Off Thornton. They turn it over.
It was an excellent play design. You go for a quick trap, and they fouled before the ball even got in. Yeah, when you've played against the really, really good teams and you've held your own, it gives you that confidence.
I deserve the national attention.
Yes, he has. His ability to be versatile in his skill set.
Thornton will lay it in. Timeout, Jake Diebler.
Ball handlers, they have big men that know how to play, can knock down shots.
Oh, no!
Oh, wow.
It's a turnover.
Still enough time to get a 2. Like I said, you're looking for 3, but you will take the 2.
Mobley looking for Tilly. It's out of bounds, and it stays with the Buckeyes.
Mobley's going to be wide open.
Oh, they didn't go to him. They went to Royal instead. Royal spins.
Great block.
He is shut down by Zvonimir Ivisic. 17.7 seconds. Mirkovic spins it in. Mirkovic with 20. How many times can you say a pair of freshmen with 20-point performances in a Big Ten opener?
And on the road at that. Maybe at home. But, man, that's tough to do on the road.
10 seconds left. Royal is off. The Illinois Fighting Illini. Big conversation with him this morning. Talked about
versatile and can knock down shots, block shots. And then on a night like tonight, they're showing you that they don't miss at the free throw line. We talked about what determined this game. 30-plus free throws for the Illini.
the Illinois Fighting Illini continue to show the nation.